Welcome back to the Beef and Barnzy Real Talk Reviews, and this time I think we got one a lot of people have been waiting for, the Rockstar Amped. Basically a Rockstar Pearl, same nano technology in the cover, but this time Pearl 248050. Well, let's start this like we always do. We're here at AMF Louisville in beautiful Louisville, Texas. We've got about a 1.5 year old SPL surface, and we're using the new Bolero Blue Oil for whatever that's worth. As you can see, still a house shot. Plenty of oil in the gutter, or plenty of hook on the gutter. Not so much oil. So, we're going to Brooklyn this move like, I don't know, 7 or 8 here and see what happens. Track still hooks. That was probably also about Brooklyn. The drilling in this is going to be 5 by 5 by 2.5, so which puts it about a pin above my middle finger, as you can see. And I have a Rockstar drilled exactly like that. So I think what you're going to see out of this is a cover it's shiny and it's pearl, but it's not meant to be super clean. It's going to be a shiny ball that actually digs in the oil a little bit. So, just in case those guys with a lot of ball speed or rev rate that throw it hard need something else, they're going to have one. Clean through the front, really strong in the mid lane. It kind of gives off a little bit of those Zen vibes, where it's a pretty strong cover, digs in the middle of the lane, and keeps coming around the corner. Just for reference point, this is my original Rockstar, the one I used in the very first video. So we'll throw this from the same spot. It's a little surprising. I expected it to hook more. It was smoother, it was certainly earlier, and that's where you saw the cover kick in, as far as the fact that it's duller than, it's about 2,000 now after, I don't know, 100 games I got on it. But compared to this, which is fresh out of the box, got power edge on it. I have maybe 8 shots before this video started. Whoa. Well, it made it back from a place it wasn't supposed to. Those of you want to see what balls look like for the average league hack, I'm your guy. Yeah, so move a little left, throw it slower. And what this tells us when we throw it slower is if it's hooking early, if it's going to puke, or if it's going to keep continuing. So that was okay. So, some of the other balls are, first let's go throw one that a lot of people have thrown already. Pretty popular league ball. You've seen the Rockstar already. This is just a 1/2 inch stronger, and this is the Equinox here. So this would be 5 by 6 by 2.5. Again, we'll stay in the same spot. Almost a little cleaner. Sometimes it's hard to tell in the video, so I'm going to tell you best I can what I'm seeing, because it's overall hook, not a lot of difference, but a little bit cleaner off of it, and actually a little sharper for it smoothed out. I'm going to move left like I did before. It's in. Well, and that's what the Equinox is always great at, blending out the house shot. So let's see if I can throw one from a similar spot with this ball. So you can see apples to apples. I'd say probably a little more off of it, at least in that case. So also got a touch more right, but early take is, if you like the Equinox, this is going to be a ball that's got a little sharper move off of it. It's also symmetrical, so shouldn't be quite as early. Now I'm going to throw a Hyperdrive Pearl. I guess I'll just go ahead and throw it from the same spot so you can slow. Smooth. That's a little taller pin. That's a 5x3 as well, versus 5.5. Puts it above the bridge. We'll throw it again. A little firmer this time. And a lot further right. That's where it shines. A little stronger in the mid lane, picks up a little sooner, and a little stronger, smoother overall. Again, I would say cover-wise, a little cleaner than Equinox, but probably stronger cover core-wise in the mid lane. It's not what the numbers would necessarily tell you, but here's a ball that's I've personally been a fan of. Drilled about, I don't know, less than a 1/4 inch stronger, maybe a 1/2 inch stronger, but this is an Ember. So these two balls look pretty similar going down the lane, but my experience with that is the Ember is going to be longer and it's also going to be more responsive. Less of a league ball, a little more, touch more conditional, because when it sees friction, it's going to come off of it harder, like that one. Versus this one, I'm going to try and miss in just a little bit, and we'll see what it does. And it got in behind it, if I didn't walk right in front of it, which I might have. A little more sensitive to wet dry, the Ember is. A little more angular overall. And now I'm going to throw an Ion Pro. It's a tall 5 for me, 5 by probably 3.5 by 2. And this ball, considering it doesn't flare as much as the other balls do, is surprisingly strong. Been a late adapter on this one. I felt like that it was too shiny to be as strong as it was, but it continually seems to hook through in spots I don't expect it to. Now back to the ball of the hour though, the Rockstar Amped. Right now I'm actually pretty excited about this one. I think it rolls a lot in the mid lane. I think it controls that part of the lane really well and continues. Moving right was a bad idea. Apparently I've thrown enough shots now. One thing I've learned about this blue oil while we're here is it doesn't take long to transition. So, move about 3 left. And then threw it slower too, so that's a pretty big move for me. That was about 6 left, 7 left from the last shot. I think this feels like a really middle of the ball bag. And it's been a while since I had a shiny ball that felt like it could truly be that and be strong enough to roll when there's some oil down lane. But I think that's where it fits in. Again, low RG, symmetrical, and it's pearl, but it's got nano in it, so it digs in the oil pretty good. Last shot, add a little rotation. And flat 10. Well, no senior Berg dog that time. Which, by the way, is just the 6-pin getting out of the flat gutter once. But for reference sake, I'll throw the Ember and try and do the same thing. Get an idea. Hey, who said I couldn't repeat shots? The Ember was a little longer, I felt like, a little sharper, and then it got a little more forward. Again, you're seeing it when I'm seeing it up against these two balls the first time. It's the first time I've thrown them too. And let's just throw the Hyperdrive Pearl from in there for fun. And we'll throw it the same way. And that's where the little higher RG paid off that time. So one difference between the Hyperdrive Pearl from these other balls, it's not 248, it's a little bit higher, it's in the low 25, I think 252, and so it's going to save a touch more energy. But it's an all-around ball, something I feel like I can play a little straighter with. Go ahead and move quite a bit right here, and we'll see if it'll stay on line. Cover's strong. Stronger than you think it would be. Stronger than I think it would be, I guess, anyway. But strong in the mid lane. These are already been bowling on a little while now, so they're starting to get a little beat up. And this, I think that's where its strength is. I think a shiny ball, pretty strong in the mid lane. It fits right in the middle of the bag. I think it's, even though it's shiny, I think it's kind of a more of a benchmark type piece. It's going to fit underneath the Rockstar, underneath phase 2, probably just a little bit more than an Ion's Pro Solid because of the amount of flare. I think it's a little stronger than the Ember, and maybe just a touch stronger than the Equinox. Maybe a little bit more down lane off it than the Equinox. So that's kind of where I feel like it fits in. A nice middle of the road ball. If you're in a place where the front's hook and you still need some strength, you want something that's versatile, that you can throw on a bunch of things. Rockstar Amped, coming to you later in October. Check it out at your pro shop. If you like these reviews, click, like, subscribe. If you like any of these jerseys, feel free to go to coolwick.com or beefandbarnzy.com and get any merchandise there at BArnzy 10 for a discount, and come back for any Real Talk reviews. Thanks for joining us.